welcome to my channel. Jazzy here. In today's video, I'm going to be showing you guys how I was able to create this really pretty Carli Bybel inspired hairstyle. Now, for the longest time, I've been trying to recreate this hairstyle that looks so beautiful on Carli Bybel. It just looks so nice and it looks really playful, really girly, effortless, but she does go ahead and show you guys how to do it. And I've tried the method that she's shown on her channel, but it just never seems to work for me. So in this video, I'll be showing you guys the method that I found that works best for me when I'm wearing extensions. And right now I'm wearing some hair that was sent to me from VRBEST hair. If you guys are interested into learning more about the hair that I have installed, and if you guys want to see a review, check out the description box down below. I will have some information in regards to those topics down there. And also, you guys, before I go ahead and jump right into the video, if you're not subscribed to my channel, please go ahead and hit that subscribe button right down there. It would really warm my heart to have one more subscriber. And while you're at it, go ahead and hit that notification bell so every time I upload a video, you won't miss out on any of my content. Alright, without further ado, let's just go ahead and jump right into the video. So you guys, for the longest, I've been trying to recreate this Carli Bybel hairstyle, but it just seems like no matter what method I've been trying, the curls never last and it just never turns out the way her curls turn out. So over this past week, I've been trying different methods on how to get my hair to curl and to form and look like Carli Bybel's. Well, I've discovered the only method out of all the ones I've tried. This is the only one that works, so I wanted to come on here and share with you guys, so that way if you've also been trying to recreate this hairstyle and it just hasn't been working out for you, maybe some of my tips and the method that I use will help you out to achieve the same look as well. So I'm just gonna go ahead and share with you guys what I've been doing and what actually worked for me. I've been trying a whole bunch of methods. I've been trying so many ways on how to curl this hair. So I initially started off by doing it the same way Carli Bybel does her hair, by braiding it when she gets out of the shower and letting it air dry until the next morning and taking the braid down. Well, when I tried this method, you guys, the hair was just completely wet when I took the braid down. And I know this sounds so crazy, but I washed the hair in the shower and I braided it up super duper tight, and in the morning the hair was still wet, so it just didn't work out for me. I was super duper bummed, so I went to my next method, which was I braided the hair up again in one French braid, and I took that braid and I inserted in hot boiling water for about 3 minutes. And after I took it out of the hot water, I dampened it and I let it soak for another 24 hours, I guess you could say, like 2 days dang near. Braided up. And when I undid the braid, it was really cute. It was crinkled, but the curls did not last at all, like for maybe like an hour or 2 hours max. And I just felt like really played because I had to wait 2 days to get the hairstyle to only last for 2 hours. So I was really hot and it just wasn't working out for me at that point. Then I also tried using flexi rods. So what I would do before I went to sleep was I would curl the hair up in sections, 4 sections, 1-inch flexi rods, and I would wake up the next morning and the hair would have a really cute curl to it, but again, it just wasn't lasting long enough. And so the last way that I tried to curl this hair was with a wand curler, 1 inch, and after I would let the curls cool off, I would take some hairspray and spray the curls so that way it would last a little bit longer and the curls wouldn't drop so soon. Well, that still didn't work for me. The curls wind up dropping like 3 to 4 hours even with using the hairspray. So I combined using the flexi rods with the wand curler, and you guys, it works like a dream. When I tell you guys I'm able to put these flexi rods in 2 to 3 days out and my curls still look good 4 or 5 days later. Like, I didn't use flexi rods on this hair maybe like 4 days ago. 4 days ago was the last time I put flexi rods in this hair, and I used wand curls on it yesterday. So you guys can see it still has its form, but I'm gonna show you what I completely do to get it more voluminous, and I'm gonna walk you guys through the end result so you'll see what it looks like. Right now the hair is like in an in-between stage because, like I said, I didn't put any flexi rods on this hair last night. So I'm gonna show you guys which flexi rods I use and how I section my hair off to use the flexi rods. So these are the flexi rods I use. I use the 1-inch ones, the purple at the top, and I just have them in this little Ziploc bag to store them. But what I'll do is I'll go ahead and I'll section my hair down the middle, and then I'll section it into 2 sections like such, and then I'll comb the hair out with like a wide tooth comb, and I'll go ahead and in no type of form, in no type of order, in no type of direction, I'll just go ahead and put the hair in the flexi rod, and then I'll go to sleep, wake up, take the hair out of the flexi rods, and it'll somewhat look like this, but it'll be more tightly coiled. But obviously, because I haven't used the flexi rods in a while, it's not as defined as they would be if you just use them, but this is still really, really good. I found using the flexi rods before the wand curl actually makes my curls last a lot longer, and it seems like I'm not curling my hair as often as I would without using the flexi rods the night before. So still, after I take my flexi rods out, I'll go ahead and divide the hair again into 2 sections. And then out of those 2 sections, I like to start off by sectioning the underneath part, the bottom. And this is the most important part to me, you guys, because this curl is the one that typically falls the quickest. So what I like to do is I'll take a section and I'll go ahead and comb it out so it doesn't have any tangles in it. And I'll just go ahead and curl it like I normally would. But instead of making sure that the hair is flat, I kind of make sure it's kind of like bulky a little bit. And that'll really help give it more of like a wave and not necessarily like a really, really tight curl. And I typically like to leave these ones, the ones on the bottom of the hair, on the wand curler for about 20 seconds so that it can really warm through all the way throughout the hair, because this is the thickest layer that we're gonna do. And then after those 20 seconds is up, I like to let it cool off a little bit in my hand, and I'll take my butterfly clip and smush the curl down a little bit. Be careful because it is super duper hot. And I'll just clip it like that, and then I'll move on, take this hair down and go to the other side. And I like to do them, these curls, the ones that are underneath the bottom, I like to do these right behind each other, because these are the ones that you want to be in form for the longest, because again, these are the curls that normally fall the quickest. And I'm just gonna do the same thing and wrap the hair around the barrel. So once I have these 2 curls done and out the way, I feel a lot more confident moving forward. And at this point, you guys, we're like halfway done already. So I'm just gonna go ahead and put that hair back, separate one more smaller section, and do the exact same thing I did to the curl beneath. Except for when I'm doing the smaller sections closer towards the top of my head, I'll only go for about 15 to 10 seconds. I won't necessarily leave the hair on the barrel for like 20 seconds, just because it's not as much hair, so it doesn't take as long for it to heat up. And after I'm done with those, I just take them off of the barrel and shake them out a little bit. And as you guys can see, we have a wave. And now obviously it's not gonna be uniform, because guess what? They're all not gonna be uniformed. That's the beauty of this hairstyle. So I'm just gonna go ahead and do the next one. And then I'm gonna show you guys a trick if you want it to look like your whole head is curled like beautifully and just on point. I have a little trick that will save you a lot of time and make it look like you spent hours curling your entire head. All right, you guys see, it's very nice and wavy. And I'm just gonna go ahead and do this last piece. As you guys can see, the curls are there and they are in formation. So now what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna go ahead and take the one from underneath, take that one undone, and you guys can see that is really curled, and it looks really short, even though that's the longest piece compared to the other ones. But by the time this curl falls, it's gonna look identical to that one. And obviously I'm going to run my fingers through it just a little bit to fluff the hair out. And I'm just gonna go ahead and do the other side, finish up off camera, just because it's very repetitive. So I'm gonna go ahead and finish up this other side, and I'll be right back. Okay, now that I have finished my curling for majority of the hair, I'm just gonna go ahead and take my scarf off and see what my baby hairs are looking like. Looking laid, okay. Just go ahead and finger the hair out a little bit. Don't worry if you lose like some curls and some body in the hair while you're doing it, because you're still gonna go ahead and add some more curls. So total, I've only done 4 curls with the wand barrel on each side. 4 and 4, that's 8. Now what I'm going to go ahead and do is I'm going to go ahead and add some curls to the front parts where my hair normally starts at the root by the part. So I'm going to start by taking little small sections like this, and I'm just going to do the exact same thing I've been doing this entire time to the hair, just wrapping it around the wand, except for this time when I'm doing these curls, I only do them for like 5 to 7 seconds. And when I pull it out, I do the exact same thing, and I just pull on the end of the hair. And I'm gonna go ahead and do this maybe about 6 to 8 times on the top layer of the hair, because it adds more dimension and it just makes it look like you spent a lot of time curling your hair and that you actually curled the entire head, opposed to doing sections like I just showed you guys. And I found that doing it this way, it makes the hair last a lot longer, and it looks really, really pretty and effortless. And Carli's hair always turns out super duper effortless, and I've always been trying to achieve it. So I'm super happy that I've been able to achieve it this way, because adding that extra step of putting the flexi rods on the hair at nighttime is definitely what this hair needed. So here I am, I've only done 4 of the little sections on top, and this hair looks really, really, really cute. It looks really messy and it looks really natural. And if you wanted to, like sometimes I'll go in like maybe in the back of the head, like back here, and I'll do a curl as well. Even though this is not like the top layer curl, it's still important, because when you turn around and you're not necessarily like always have your hair in the front, you do want your back of your hair to look really pretty as well. So just make sure you're hitting the back and that you're not missing any spots, because you will be able to tell and it's not gonna look cute. So yeah, something like that, and just give the hair some waves, and it looks super cute. As you guys can tell just from doing those little 4 curls, look at it how different it looks from the other side. It looks super full and it just looks super duper glamorous. So I'm gonna go ahead and do this side, and as you guys just seen, it literally took me no time to do this. No time whatsoever. I think total, doing this hairstyle, doing it this way, it takes me like 20 minutes max. I can never curl this side right. I'm gonna try again. I think it's because I need to be holding it this way. There we go. Yay. Simple fix. So yeah, I've been loving this hairstyle, you guys. I've been rocking this all freaking week long, and I just thought this would be a really good idea to come on here and make a tutorial, because I know I've been trying to figure out like a method that would work on some weave and some bundles that would give me the exact same look that she always has, which is flawless hair. So like right in here, I feel like it could definitely use a curl. So I'm just gonna come in here. It looks pretty straight, definitely does. So I'm just gonna come in here and curl it up. And obviously you can add more curls where you feel like you might need them, but honestly doing it in like the 4 sections at first will save you a lot of time, so that way you don't necessarily feel like you have to go throughout your whole head and do like 28 to 30 curls, because that can become very tedious and take up so much time, and don't nobody just have time like that. I know I don't. Let me do this one again. So yeah, you guys, this is pretty much it. It is super duper simple, and like I said already, it takes less than 20 minutes. This is something that would be very ideal if you're in like college, or if you just don't necessarily have a lot of time in the mornings before work, but you still want to look put together and presentable. I would definitely recommend trying to add the flexi rods before you initially go in and curl your hair, because I'm telling you guys, it's almost like it preps the hair to hold the curl, so that way you don't have to weigh your hair down with a whole bunch of hairspray and styling products to make your curls last longer. And it just looks a lot natural, looks super duper natural. And I love it, you guys. So yeah, this is it. I typically like fluff it out, but I know throughout the day it's gonna get fluffed out even more. And a lot of the times when I'm done, I'll look at it like side by side, and I'll see that one side is not as big as the other, and that's when I'll just go ahead and add some more curls to the other side, like what I'm doing right now. But yeah, for the most part, this is pretty much it. This is super duper simple, super duper easy. Everybody can do this, and your curls last so long. So this is pretty much how my hair turned out. I wanted to mention to you guys before I left that I have been wearing this style for maybe like a week and a half, 2 weeks now. And every event that I go to wearing this hairstyle, I always get compliments on it. People tell me how pretty my hair is. And when I go to these events, you guys, people are always having their hands in my head. But as of lately, I haven't really been tripping too much about, you know, people touching my hair, because I know my style is gonna last a little bit longer than it would if I was just using like hairspray and people are trying to touch up on your hair and rub up on you, which can cause your curls to fall, and by the end of the event you just will be looking like you have some straight bundles. So that pretty much wraps everything up for this video. I hope you guys found my tips and tricks a little bit helpful. If you're trying to recreate this hairstyle and it hasn't necessarily been working out for you the ways that you've been trying, I strongly recommend trying this way out, because honestly this has been a game changer for myself. So much I felt like I had to come on here and share this with you guys. So if you enjoyed the video, please give it a thumbs up. That really helps me out on YouTube. If you guys have any questions, like always, leave them down in the comment section below, and I'll catch you guys in my next video.